Okay, I apologize about the noise. That ringing sound. That's the equipment. I can't do anything about that. So yeah, I'll just have to try to get around that. You know, it's I want to explain something to you. What I was saying about the god Asar being in the constellations of Orion and then geodesic positioning of the Earth, known to the ancient Kemetic people. Because you got to understand, we already had been mapping out charts of the universe, distances between planets, as in reference to how fast we can get there in our most advanced type of space vessels, and also using teleportation devices through thought vibrations. We were also able to move things through the physical realm of an invisible realm of travel, where whole physicality can move on the earth from pyramid to pyramid. These people had to prepare their vessels, their souls, to be able to attain this type of feat and be in a serious connection with the universe to move as an essence. Okay, this is what this is all about. Tapping into your true spiritual realm of your 9 bodies, each body composed and comprised, induced, if you will, and conduced by this spiritual realm of energy that can leave any manifestation and go anywhere, and then summons that manifestation to materialize at the new realm of existence. This earth has been shut down very bad, where the availability of this type of mental usage, the capability of it, and the privilege to possess this type of usage has been staggered in the concepts of the general mass of people, and that causes stagnation for the use of it to be privileged to each unit of the masses of people. And so it's an energy source that can be accessible to all the people on the earth, had the people not all been dissected and full of dissension by the corporations who find wealth and control privileges in the dichotomization of the masses. See, when you have a whole world where there's every individual is coerced in having their own handheld phone device, the corporations, if it be one corporation that own all these handheld devices, would be in their best interest to sell that individual phone to every individual, so they would make them be something very personal. People put things inside of them that someone else to find a phone, and right away they have to get that phone back because everything that's a part of their function is in that phone. So what this is a tactic of control. Not only have they done that with these telephones, they got it with the emails now and everything that's around the realm of having employment and also receiving payment for your employment. So you can see that this is a tactic to take over completely, as to where all the commodities of the earth will be distributed through the holder of the plastic card. And if you don't be in compliance with the power that be, your plastic will not be activated. So you will literally starve. And food stamps and everything that's going to be available as a handout or a pacifier or something to make my conscience feel better type of gesture will all be administered to these cards, as to where if there's any type of warrant for you or anything going on, that'll be ascertainment to your apprehension. It will definitely be used to try to pinpoint your location through this card. Now all these telephones and this card that I'm describing to you is the mark of the beast in the book of Revelations, that they want you to believe is 666, but 666 has nothing to do with the mark of the beast. 666 is simple carbon, which is life. Now the beast is something that's going to suck your blood out of you, which is the circumstance of these banks causing circumstances of mass murder and these horrid concepts of strategies where the outcome of it will be the destruction and eradication of the human species of the earth. So there's a collective group of people who put so much money and they put so much concept of greed, okay? So much material greed, so much I want to steal everything, if you will, okay? Well, they don't mind killing all the people on the earth. Now I want you to just think about that. What kind of circumstance could it be on the earth with the permission of this Bible here? Okay, because we know that's the Bible is what was permitting it, because it's the Bible that has got the jump on the world and got the most, if you understand, congregation, the largest than any other spiritual group on the earth. It claims to be the book that's going to bring a brotherly togetherness all around the planet, which should not be brotherly love. It should be family love in general. Because see, it's not just about men loving other men. It should be the love of a complete family unit. See, all these little small things right here is what helped to shift our minds and help the disturbance of everybody be easily accessible for the whole collectiveness of the group of people on earth. And this is what has happened, and it's, like I said, it's all encapsulated around the separatism and the perpetuation of the eradication of senses. The eradication of your senses, meaning your, first of all, your vocals, okay, and then also your audios, okay. Now when you start having communications with other people where those two things are gone, testing is what I mean. And then it also takes your focus away from your surroundings, because you've got to keep your eye on that screen. So that's a whole lot of control going on. That one little electronic device has completely taken you outside of your natural given elemental existence and put you in the realm of, how can I put it? It puts you in the realm of total dependent on this electronic device that only has an existence in the earth because all of the people allow it to manifest through a corporate ideal of control. And then I know when you push those buttons that you get a subline signal from those buttons that you can hear at a low frequency that makes you be enticed to continue pushing the buttons. I know that to be so because I remember when the touch-tone phones first came out, when you pushed it, they gave you that sound that came from touching the phone. That's why they called it a touch tone. Well, see, the touch tone event is still going on and functioning in this testing. It's just that it's subtle. You can't hear it consciously, and you don't see the light flash consciously. But your subconscious mind sees it and becomes addicted to it. And that's why when somebody texts you, your phone right away makes some type of alarming sound to let you know that you just got a text from someone. And then, of course, you want to find out who it is that's interested or who it is that find a need for you. So right away you go to the phone and it gives you something to do all day. And I see our youth, young people, just testing their ass off all day constantly. And I mean, there's no talking with them at all. It's just straight up testing. So now with me being 53 years old and going through all of the circumstances on earth that I go through, and I see why I go through them, and I know my job for being here is to go through them and express my experiences that I have to the world. Because see, that's what being big is all about. What being big is when you know for a fact that you are supposed to make mistakes. But see, the thing is that when you do make a mistake and you share your mistake with other people, that's where you're stopping yourself from making more mistakes at. Because it'll be a big mistake to have that experience and don't warn other people. Now, what would it be like if I was a person that survived a life-threatening circumstance and went where I could warn other people about it, knowing that the people that I come in contact with are on their way when they depart from me to go down the same path that I just encountered, my near fate. And the big moral thing for me to do would be to warn them of that and say, look, let me explain to you what just happened to me, so this doesn't happen to you. But now if I neglect to do that, and then a week later, where there was 4 people that left, 2 people come back, and they telling the story of 2 people meeting their fate at this same type of circumstance that I survived from meeting my fate at. And I know inside my heart that I could have warned them about that, and I did not. Well, see, that right there is going to take a soul tampering to my existence. Which, what I mean by that is that inside my brain, I'm going to know what a low-life person I am. And it's going to be easier for me to find fault with the world than to just accept the fact that what I should have did, I did not do. And it is because of my action being no action at all, meaning that I didn't try to warn those people. I deliberately set them up to become a victim, just like what happened to them. Because by not telling them, I knew that they could end up the way they did end up. And so, obviously, I didn't tell them because I wanted them to end up that way. Now see, this is the stuff that we're dealing with in this world that's really basically designed in what type of circumstances of existence we all have on this planet as a collective group. Because see, when the people that has hoarded everything sit back and recognize amongst themselves that the poverty and everything that's on this earth and all the people neglect and all the controversies of some people not making it well. You could be making it well if you go out there and accept your life force being something that is limited to just being a puppet for the status quo or power that be. Okay, the hierarchy got it set up that way. Now, do you really, if you live to be 90 years old, do you really want to die at 90 years old and the only thing you did was got into a mortgage with the bank for a house that you lived in that you still didn't own when you died? And now your family members is going to fight over this house to see which one of them is going to be able to continue sucking of the family bloodline utilized by the banking system. So these limitations on the earth right now is the challenges that need to be addressed by the sound-minded people who really want to make a difference with their lives while they're here on the planet. So these are the people that'll come out here and not be ashamed or take it personal because a lot of people think that you simple-minded or shallow-minded or uppity or any of that stuff, but they don't understand the unique summons that you have received from nature, the sun, or the overall encompassing unique authenticity of you being a son God. How about that one? That sometimes I have to remind myself of. Because it's the under appreciation that's surrounding me with the mass of people. Some of the people is worth to die for. And those are the ones that really make my day and give me the energy I need to have confidence and to keep going. They inside of themselves probably have a problem being able to grasp the true reality of our natural, universal being the way it is, with all of the fairy tale stuff that they have been receiving from other people.